So I'm about to head over to the garage. Let's see what we can do today. Just in the street forever. Hey guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Oh, trees taking over. Okay, wait, let's just stop and appreciate the weather. It is a beautiful day today. We're getting into winter, so our riding season is just about to start. So let's head over to the garage. Neighbors. Okay, yeah, so eeny, meeny, miny, today is the Funduro day. Okay, it is story time, and if you are new to the channel and you don't like listening, I'm really sorry. Nothing I have to do for you. The last time we saw Funduro on the channel was we were doing some routine maintenance like you would get at the dealership if there was any dealerships here. So we did it as best as we could, and then Dad kind of drove it off and I was like, okay, great. And then a couple of weeks later he drove it back in, and I genuinely was a tiny bit concerned. I hadn't spoken to the guy whose bike it was since then when he drove it in, and I was like, oh no, friendship ruined. I am gonna full on ghost you if I see you in the street. It's all good. I was genuinely worried that I'd done something wrong, and having not spoken to the guy, I kind of just assumed that he hadn't got around to telling me, so it was coming back because he needed some other work going on it. Maybe I was a bit too confident the last time. But no, actually it turned out that the guy just wanted a full service because he was actually looking to sell the bike, and my dad drove it around after we kind of fixed it to just make sure I fell off it, and yeah, he really enjoyed it, so he then decided to go and buy it. Small little jobs that I have actually managed to do in the time that it's been here. But today we are going to work on the clutch. We're going to do a full clutch removal, disassembly, and then I've got new clutch parts that finally got here with the shadow parts. So obviously there'll be an update on shadow as well. Yeah. So yeah, when it was here the last time, we kind of noticed that the clutch was ever so slightly slipping, and we told the guy that he was going to have to get a new clutch. When we got it back again this next time, he had been riding it for the few weeks and riding it hard that he had it. So the clutch is now, it's at a point where it's now uncomfortable to use. It slips, it's really hard to get into neutral. This is really, really irritating. Although it looks like these are two separate pieces. Right. This is the water pump side. But this whole front cover, the water pump sits in front of it, so you have to drain the coolant to get into it. Also, you have to drain the oil, which means draining the frame oil as well as the tank, not that tank, the physical engine oil, which is something that we did in the first vlog. So if you want to go and see how that's done, go ahead and check out the maintenance video that we did first. The starter motor is also attached to this front face, so we have to remove this too. And then this whole front cover behind it is where the clutch is. Because not only do we have to dismantle a lot of the bike to physically get to the engine, this having to drain the coolant as well was just an extra faff and an extra fuss. But I mean, it's BMW, innit? We have taken the full clutch assembly off now. Oh, it's heavy. So I've put it all, reassembled it all back up as a nice little basket so I can just put that away. The clutch discs are worn inside. Okay, so here's the old one and here's the new one, and the parts match up right there. 259 122, 259 122, made in Austria. Nice. Let's get these on the bike. Also, we got one of these new pins because it came with it, and actually it's kind of useful because the old one is a bit worn. On the teeth are all nice and straight. On the old one of them just had a tiny little kink on the top. It's where the prong for the clutch cable would go at the top. So when you engage the clutch, it's this that you're kind of pulling on, which will change the gears inside. So now we're going to put the new one in. Here we go. No. Now have to get the teeth on the back of here to align with the teeth from the orange and also the black one, whatever those things are. This is going to be fun. That those teeth are engaged and it's sat flat right across there. Alright, let's put the clutch discs in. So we go clutch discs. So that is the whole clutch done. We have basically just done a full clutch change. We've changed obviously the whole assembly, which wasn't really necessary. It's just because, well, it came with a new, the one that I brought was a full new assembly, so it was easier just to do that. So we changed all of the clutch discs, all of the springs, and changed the release pin as well. So I'm going to put everything back together. Okay, so that is the full clutch changed. Everything's been put back. The only thing is I'm noticing here, I don't know what this is, it's not OEM, but I kind of tightened it as tight as I could get it. I don't remember this being like this the first time that we did it. It had like a hooked prong on it. We did say it had some issues with it, so maybe they lost it. Clutch does move, but it just needs adjusting now, and yeah. Fill it all back with fluids. Oh, coolant, I forgot about you. Yeah, we're gonna have to bleed the system again as well. And that's it, we're done. Funduro's finished. All the hard work is done now. A bit of an oil leak there, because I forgot how much oil I was supposed to put in, and it literally says 22.1 litres, like whenever. I think that's supposed to be 2.21, because there's no way 22 litres, it's impossible. So I'm going to Google it just to be on the safe side. Yeah, so Google says 2.2, so basically 2.1 is what I'm going to put in. Coolant. Can't get it off. Welcome to the other side of the bike. Here. I don't want to have to take off the tank to refill it. I need the funnel. Gonna have to do it bit by bit. Ooh. Okay. That is completely done. We changed the clutch. All of the jobs are done on the Funduro, absolutely everything that I can think of. So having finished everything, I was like, I'll warm up the bike, get the coolant going. I can read all the coolant and oil levels just to make sure when it's warm. I left the battery connected the whole time that it's been sat. So it's been sat for months and the battery is completely dead. So I put it on charge now, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Right, these are my carbs that I need to take out and clean. Then I've got this little pieces, inlets that go to the airbox. Airbox has to come out from this side. To get it out, I've got to take maybe the exhaust off, because actually I'm not really sure. It was bent out of shape the last time we worked on it. So on the other side I had to kind of refold the tabs that held the exhaust in place. We might have to take it off, we might not. We shall see. So that's what this is all going to have to slide out, but I need to take off the battery box from this side. Behind the battery box is some more screws that hold into here, so that has to come off as well. Yes, I'm still wearing my Crocs. It's early morning, I haven't properly got into the work mode yet. And then carburetor has come off from behind here. I'll just unscrew these. This part that I changed months ago, it was cracked, and then they'd kind of glued all the way around it to kind of close the gap, and obviously it was losing compression through there, which is also a reason why it was a bit difficult to start. So what I'm not sure of is whether or not the carburetor will be able to just kind of come out. It doesn't seem like there's enough space, does there, for it to just pass and come out this way from underneath. I can't get it out. I might have to take the tank off as well, which is extra faff. But we'll see, we'll see. in for a second. 1 minute. Funduro. It's been interesting to say the least. There are a few things with the Funduro that I really hate. For example, having to dismantle practically half the bike just to get the carburetors out, having to drain the coolant just to do the work on the clutch. Those kind of little tedious things really are irritating. But yeah, I did kind of enjoy it. So I guess that's Funduro. The next video in the vlog will definitely be a shadow video. I just wanted to do this and get it out of the way because saying I'm going to do a Funduro video for a bit of a while. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next vlog. I look like the Hulk, like when the Hulk's about to Hulk out and he goes green. We had a bit of a paint emergency at the restaurant, so that's where I am. So this is the paint that we originally put on the building, but time constraints meant we had to buy some from here. It was more expensive, and this is what it looks like now. So I've had to come up here and scrape it off. This is super sketchy. Super sketchy. But the view's not too bad. Is that looks like tougher. The watermelon dude.